Good evening. Welcome in for episode 5 of Darkest Dungeon Early Access. Darkest Dungeon 2 Early Access. Thank you very much. Got a lot to run through here. Parm, thank you for the host. Diggity, 17 months tier 1, thank you. Drac, host, and 17 months tier 1, thank you. Dustin, 17 months tier 1, thank you. Rocket, thank you for the off-stream message, and 17 months tier 1 and the host as well. And Super Farva OG, even though you followed the other day from Perm's stream, I did replay your thing because, you know, I'm a nice guy. Anyway, Rambo loves DD so much. So, what's going on tonight? We're going to pick up our run that we left off Friday night in leg 1, so we're on our way to in 2. I did have a look at who's on deck, and Perm, Mads, and Jamage are the next 3. We're also going to take a short break from Darkest Dungeon right around 8:55 p.m., barring things being off, because we're sending humans to the International Space Station tonight. Crew 3 lifts off at 9:03 p.m. Eastern Time, so we'll just throw that right up in the middle of Darkest Dungeon and watch a rocket go brrr to space. Simply irresistible. You can now take a sneak peek at this. Welcome in, Flo. How you doing? It's going pretty good. So, well, I guess that's okay. You're gonna miss the brrr to space? That sucks, Dustin. So let's make sure this actually plays. It did it again, so let's see what the problem is here. Let's see if I can figure out what exactly is not loading correctly, because there's sounds and stuff. Let's see here. Properties. Darkest Dungeon 2. It doesn't want to do it. Interesting. Well, we'll do what we did last time and just do this instead. Also, for those of you that missed the announcement today, CF Live has closed in on the final form for the Circuits of Time music for history. The mods have heard it. It's really good. It fits perfectly. There's also some guitar noise of some kind, as he classifies it, for Mr. Landiggity in there. So they both worked on it. I've heard like the step prior to it being CF happy version, and then he'll give it to us before. Are you still work lurking? Don't worry, Float. If you want to jump in the queue, you probably have the points for it as well. It's in the channel point rewards. We are at profile level 18. And there's the duel. So who's on this crazy carpet ride? BP is up front as the Hellion. Dr. Death in second as the Highland. Manny, who said, I want to actually have a chance of making it to the end, is in there at Plague Doctor. And Arky is in there at Grave Robber. We have an open challenge for this section in the Tangle to win 4 road battles. Let's have a look at where we are on the map. There, you got your money back. We have quite a bit of the Tangle left to go, but we did we did not get a scout. So I'm not so concerned with the road battles. I think we already got the character shrine in here. Yeah, maybe. No, they're just okay. There probably is a hero shrine. What's up, Mads?
Well,
hey hoes!
never getting it again.
Yeah, so about 8:55, we'll probably just put this on pause and close it for a minute. Throw up the YouTube stream from NASA and watch a rocket go brrr to space. What's up, BP? You're up front tonight. So I think we try to stick to the decent roads, which are going to be the left-hand side here. So we should make our way to the left. We can either take a good road, bad road, or bad road, good road to get to where we want to be. I think we take good road, bad road. So we'll take this left fork coming up here. But you want to go to, then don't go to space, Rocky. Just watch others go to space, because that's what we're going to do. I mean, I'm not going to go to space. But I want to get to the Crew 3 patch on the wall. I haven't got it yet, because they didn't release till late, as well as the Expedition 66 patch. So we're going to watch it. Also, those of you who didn't know, the ISS had to alter its altitude again today, just before this launch, so that it could dodge some Chinese space debris. That's like the 3rd or 4th time this year that's happened. Yep. It was on a Wednesday night. I didn't want to dedicate the whole night to it because we've kind of watched some Crew Dragon stuff go. We get close to Artemis, we'll stop stuff for Artemis. But it's just Crew 2 splashed down Tuesday night. really early Tuesday night, so that crew is back, and crew 3 takes off the next day, pretty much. We're gonna start cleaning that up. Hey, that's a great question. Probably never. Probably never. But you never know. They might actually get responsible one of these days, all these commercial launch programs. But, you know, I doubt it. I doubt it. We have an issue here where we're being told by multiple characters they want something. BP's now happy, even though I did nothing. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for wanting to talk to me. What's up, Arky? Arky, you're in the back at Grave Robber. So, again, the party, as we get ready to take off tonight, is Arky at Grave Robber, Manny at Plague Doctor, Dr. Death and BP up front at Hellion. And away we go. We want to take the left fork, or the right fork, the right fork, right.
Emptied of mind,
right, not left, but right, right.
By some existential shock. The poor devil
I do have an alarm set on my phone, so I do have my phone audible tonight, so I don't miss the time to switch over to the rocket launch. Hopefully everyone had a good Wednesday. To all the veterans out there, Manny, Cy, Berlin.
My lord.
Tomorrow's Veterans Day, so thank you for your service. Thank you all for all that sacrifice we all did. I don't know what else to say. I'm really awkward about it. But make sure that you're giving veterans their proper appreciation tomorrow. It's not just an American holiday, by the way. It's called Remembrance Day elsewhere. The Hoarder. We have 8 whole gold things. We have 8 whole relics. What is that? Greek fire grenade. That sounds like a really dangerous thing to have on board the carriage. I'm just going to say that. We don't have enough to buy anything except, what is that? Debuffs enemy resistances. Yeah, that seems like something that would be a tertiary concern. We have 28 baubles. Yeah. What's that plate? Heal 10% on turn start. 25% chance. Heal for 10%. A 25% chance on turn start. Doesn't seem like a whole lot.
Shame!
Shame! Why you gotta roll right in here and try to steal from people? Okay, shame! Shame on you! Shame! We're not gonna buy anything. See, Dustin got away with it because you distracted the guards, Matt. So we want to take the center path here. That's okay, don't have any shame. I mean, she just gave you some shame.
You have calculated your odds carefully. Incontrovertibly will not be.
3 pack of cards out there. I did configure that coupon pretty much as Powerwolf was playing their music tonight, so I forgot. But the coupon is there. Hey, what's that torch situation? Oh, it's not the greatest. That's at 49, and we should probably do something to address that at some point. We're going to be in big trouble. Look at Dustin. All right, General's Keep doesn't sound like something I want to do. Not given the chance. This is the lair. There's a freaking drummer here, and they shuffled us. Yay. We're gonna have to start sending Arky to the back. Okay, so we can try to swan that drummer. Let's do it. BP doesn't see swan for 4. Come on, game should be given more than that. This is fine. We're fine. Stress isn't so fine. By the way, I figured out why that stress was so stupid and not triggering all the time last week, because Dustin looked at the patch notes pretty much after I did. It patched on Wednesday last week, and now the Plague Doctor stress heal only heals if they're over like 5 or higher, which, you know, okay, take that away from us. That was, you know, it was nice, but you got to give us something back, and they didn't. Like, you can't use laudanum whenever you want or anything like that, so you have to manage the stress while in combat instead of, you know, managing it the carriage outside of combat, which kind of seems counterintuitive. Oh yeah, Manny has no sense when it comes to women. All right, we're gonna have to go here because it's telling us to. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. CF Live, you're asking me questions while I'm on a stream. If someone could tell CF Live he can do whatever he wants, and I'm okay with it, that'd be great. Stop DMing me, CF. Okay, yeah, it was a lot of health off there for Arky. Let's go ahead and heal that. And then we have to get a stress heal rolling here because we have to manage it from 5 instead of 0, which is stupid.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Diggity, just tell CF that thing you just asked Fix, he says that's okay. Yeah, they are kicking Arky's butt here. Okay, we won't have the ability to staff the back row, but I think, well, we're there because the drummer says so. We listen to the drummer. Okay. Condition block because Arky's passed that, so let's go ahead and see if we can play grenade the back 2 rows here. Yay, we got blights on both of them. And now we'll come around and go if it bleeds here. He says, that's nice. Thanks, Dickens. Another 6 to Arky. At least we get a riposte for a whole 4 as we break down everyone's I don't take damage for 2 rounds tokens. Now we've got to attack the guy in the front. Tell him I can do 2 things at once. Yeah, it would have been fine if they gave us out of battle stress relief and they changed how to play Dark Straight Relief work. Exactly that. Exactly that. If they gave us the thing that I feel it's missing is the campfire, right? Where you used to be able to have that out of combat ability to pull from your inventory and fix things. And all these combat items now make it so that you have to do it in combat. If you could work, if they were combat/carriage items, and that's really the only thing you need to do, is allow us to apply them at the carriage prior to combat so that we can actually prepare effectively. Because would these guys all be running in here going, let's wing it every time? No, I don't think so. I did post a thing to Red Hook about it, and hopefully they will see some wisdom in that. Like, they cannot just keep arbitrarily increasing the difficulty because they want to. They have to balance that somehow. Alright, we're going to go back here.
A slow dissection.
That is now 7 on 7. He will at least death's door check. Let's see if we can point blank this guy. 2 people on death's door after this next set of turns. Still this guy on 1 block token.
Steady yourself.
Of course, he didn't die. We'll put Arky on death's door here really shortly, though. Yeah, why would they die? Okay, now we have to attack the guy on death's door. Great. Okay, we're gonna have to heal direct here, Arky. We will go Duelist Advance here to reset our riposte tokens. Thank you very much, Dr. Death. So, hey, you Perm and you Omega. Wow, whoa, we're gonna lump Perm in there? He's old. I don't know if we want to. I don't know if we want to lump Perm in the beautiful category. Hey, that's door check again on a 9 dot.
An unavoidable.
In game is Perm beautiful? I don't know. I don't know. Now Mads has an involuntary taunt on Mads because it's a freaking Hellion. I always do that. BP with the involuntary taunt token. Let's go ahead and ounce prevention against some suppressed on again.
In crisis, we can rely only.
It's not a matter of his health. His health is 0, but every mob in this encounter, all the enemies have a death's door check as if they were characters.
All the difference.
So they can get 2, 3, 4 rounds of extra hits out of it now. That follow massive change to the way combat works from Darkest Dungeon 1, where it's like, if you had them at that 0, they were gone. Forced invalid, because I have to attack that guy, which is so stupid. Only the second time we're hitting here. Yeah, see, the Hellion needs something. 7's coming off of the Hellion with no dot or buff is... we're not going to bleed that guy. But we should do damage anyway. It's just not enough damage compared... Dot is the meta right now in Darkest Dungeon 2. And they have to find a way to break the main line straight hitters into the meta so that they're useful, because right now they're really not.
My lord?
Uh-huh.
That's fine. I figured. I mean, I didn't figure you guys are going to continue to be nice to me or anything. That's a bleed. Nope. Hey, look at that. Gave him another block token. Can we just kill you, please? Thank you. Chip with a muster in chat. Let's go to the drummer here. Resisted it. I have no way to... See, the deal there now is we used ounce of prevention at every opportunity, and BP is just 2 points worse on stress than he was. We're not staying here.
Abandoned or
Too late, you
forgotten.
guys didn't force me.
It is ours now.
The 2 laudanum's nice. We're gonna start using. It's to the point now where you just have to have a dedicated laudanum carrier on top of someone who can stress heal because of the change they made. And to be fair, I haven't messed with Man-at-Arm's bolster on it, but the Plague Doctor just had his really great skill rendered, you know, I would say more than half as useful. So we are carrying laudanum on BP. We are carrying. Yeah, let's go here. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. But I think it's a situation like Drax's right, and I've been on this horse since they changed it. It just don't take something that made a whole lot of sense away from us to make the game harder. If your sentiment is, oh, we don't want people beating it as quickly as they have been, that's early access. They've got to find that way back to how do we allow players to prepare for fights, because right now it's you drive up and that's that, right? You can't do anything. There's no way sitting here on the road, nothing going on, for me to go into my inventory and say, hey, you guys hungry? Eat and heal. Hey, you guys stressed? Have some laudanum and de-stress. Yes, the mastery token nerf. That's really where it hurts, because you were spending a mastery token on it, and it was pretty much everyone's first mastery token buy if PD was in, Plague Doctor was in the party, and now it's just gone, and you don't have a reasonable substitute. Road battle coming up. But at the same time, like what just happened there, the chitter chatter goes on and it continuously degrades everything about relationships. The stress contributes to that. It seems like there's RNG that can be kind of weighted to be, yes, way not favorable to characters, but you can't automate all that bad stuff and then give the prepared player no option to use what they have. Like we're buying this stuff to be prepared, and then you're basically saying, nah, you can't use that till you're in a fight. So you can choose between preventative things you could have used on the road, or, because there's definitely combat items that are useful. You just can't carry those into a fight because you're too busy trying to fix things you could have fixed on the road. Okay, we're going to focus up front here because these guys are all the same.
A slow dissection.
There comes the bleeds.
An unavoidable end.
Told you. So, stress is 8, 5, 7, 6. There we go. Burn one there. That might... but the hospital can't heal stress, right? It's not a stress healing thing. It is a quirk health store. That's what it is. Diseases. It doesn't heal stress. So they've made stress this arbitrarily far more difficult health bar than health to manage. And it was the same way, remember, when we were playing before Color of Madness dropped, the Jester was awesome at healing stress. And they nerfed it. They nerfed it really bad. Like, it was reduced to 27% of what it was prior to that Color of Madness DLC coming out. And whether you bought the DLC or not, they nerfed it on you. And so you went from the Jester being this character that was great to the Jester barely went anywhere after that. I don't know. We haven't had the Jester go in the party. I've messed with him once on a single leg, and it was okay, but it's also much more position specific for the Jester to be able to stress heal, as opposed to the way it used to be. And the first person that says, I want to be the Jester, will do that. Then be CF if no one else.
Company.
We got 2 people bleeding. We're on a... Let's go ahead and heal this bleed here.
This wound, at least, has
Because the
been
Plague Doctor,
tended
you know,
to.
stress heal, if he was able to do it normally, then I wouldn't be freaking out about it right now because we've got 3 people at, you know, 6, 5s and 6s. He could just focus on healing, but right now he can't. He can't focus on his healing job because he's too busy trying to heal stress that he could have healed earlier in the whole leg. Okay, so we can... oh, we don't have Duelist Advance? Why is that? Have they hit him twice? I guess they have. Let's do this slice here. Let's get that out of the way from the Grave Robber this turn. Let's go ahead and heal up on BP.
A little help, impeccably timed.
2 down. Now I definitely need a point blank back. Another bleed. Yep. God forbid we resist one in there. I mean, what's the bleed resist on the... So we have a 50-50 bleed resist, right? Every time. Both times so far in this fight we've been bled. So let's at least heal here. We're going to point blank shot back. Didn't kill it. Great. Bleed again? No, because that wasn't a bleed attack. Alright, we're going to heal BP again to get rid of that dot and to get health back. Where we could have really used the stress heal there, we're going to have to use a laudanum for. For 7 points. It's Hellions underwhelming right now. Okay, we don't need the heal. We got another round. We probably should save the health there off feeling that bleed.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
For the dot up front. Yeah, it's just that I would much rather have combat items that are those big one-hitters like that. Like Greek Fire Grenade would be awesome to put in that slot and use. You just can't risk that at this point. You really, those items are sitting out there that they've built, and no one's really going to use those because everyone's going to stack laudanum and healing items. Ounce prevention and getting it rewarded with stress. It hurts their own design by what they've done. Bleed. Oh, look at that, a bleed resist, because I complained about it. We should complain more often. He's down to 2. That is a not Death's Door resist healer there. We are on 5 and 5 and 4. We've come out of this better than we came in terms of stress. We cannot hit that, so let's go ahead and just smack him down if we can. BP, please kill him. Yay!
Scavenge what you can, and be off once more.
4 whole trinkets. So we are on the bad road. We just did our road battle, heading up. They did it again. Hey, Fix, maybe one of these days you should, I don't know, put yourself a reminder to go turn that stupid overlay on that gets turned off for some reason every time. I checked it before I pressed go live and it was on. It is not on now. Or it is on. It is not on now. I just turned it on. And let me do this. There you go, Rockets. 2 for 1 on the sound. You're welcome. Oh, Manny and Dr. Death are getting kind of cozy in the carriage. That'd be an ugly baby.
They
Say
revel
that.
in
Torch still low.
debauchery,
Yes, torch is still low.
debasing themselves in the face of the end.
Minus 20 bleed resistance probably has something to do with that we're getting blood all the time. We can run. Minus 15 torch. No, can't run. We can't afford to lose a torch. We are at 40. Manny says let's fight, and we're going to fight. That's going to hurt his relationship with Archie. 2 crossbow shooters, we're in a lot of trouble because those 2 guys basically auto-crit every time. Let's start taking their health down quickly, please.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
$11. That is a 2 over 3 at 14. He's on 2. Owie, 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 owie. Dr. Death just gets crushed by that guy. Holy shit.
Dragged back from the brink.
Yeah, get in your little bag of stuff and give it his help, please. Holy cow.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Okay. I've got to do something about that, right? There's bleed resist, another just too low, not getting any healing done. Light resist. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. No more out of you for a couple turns, pal, please. Okay. 8. Takes him down to 4 on a 2 bleed. 13. Those guys don't hit for single digits. 13 with a takes negative 75% damage to the next hit. He still got hit for 13. I didn't see it cross anything out there. So that looks like that was broken. Just tossing that, you know, maybe that didn't work the way it's supposed to. Oh, he's plus 20% max damage. Great. Hip shot for 11 on a crit. Game don't want this group to survive. Oh, hey, blind token. Let's still hit you for 10 and a bleed. Holy shit. 2 over 1 at 8. This is 2 over 1 at 2. Yeah, we'll see if we all survive this one. Cannot hit 3, so we are going to hit here for a bleed. So you blind someone they hit. You start with who it's it again. They're blind and can't hit for shit, not following. Not picking up what you're setting down there. So you blind someone they hit. That's where I'm lost. You blind someone they hit. They hit after I blind them. You start with who it is again. They're blind and can't hit for shit. Yo, Mega, that's the, that was the leper. We're gonna heal you, Doc. Jesus Christ, you're literally my next thing. What the fuck? You both got healing. Shut up.
And now, the greatest
22
test
crit.
of all.
Nothing up here says increased crit chance. $13 from Doc. Yeah, we're fine. There we go. Finally, the blind token actually did something. It didn't do shit the first 2 times. We are going to have to hit up BP here. Get stressed down. Doesn't heal him for anything, but he is next. Probably is out of heals, though. Yep. Absolutely out of heals. So that is now... Well, yep, as long as it doesn't target the Plague Doctor, we're okay. Death's Door on a crit on a 4 dot, and we have at least one more hitter up before he goes. Yeah, why would we kill him, though? Didn't even Death's Door check! He didn't even Death's Door check there! I'm not blind, right? He's on 0 health, was on a dot, and we did not see a Death's Door check on the screen. Something's broken. Leopard needs more salt. Leopard needs more eyeglasses. He just skips that turn because he didn't want that turn.
All problems have their solutions.
Somehow.
Fan the flames, mold the metal.
Tier 3.
We are
17
raising an
months.
army.
Thank you very much, as you're in this group as the Highwayman, and somehow Manny is still alive. Yeah, everyone's like, hey, dude, what the fuck after that fight? We're going to have to go and give you all the laudanum again because we burned it all in that fight. We're going to have to give you the bleed thingy thing. We are out of good heals, so we have to give you the big triage kit just in case. And we used every combat item in that fight. Shuffles enemy party. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, let's go here. Alright, where are we at on the map? Oh, we don't know what's next, but it's a good road at least. 2 good roads, then the boss, and then the end, and holy shit is this group in a lot of trouble. Another thing that feels sad, main healer can use heal 3 times per fight. Grave Robber can self-heal as long as there is graves. Yes, just the same as the leper can self-heal as long as, you know, health is below 33%. We didn't die at least yet, BP. Let's not be optimistic. This is Darkest Dungeon. Maybe one of you dies during a boss fight and we get someone else new and that can do something. Which would be permanent. But in that case, they'd give me this. They'd give me the 0 cultist, and that would be just horrifyingly bad. Oh, field hospital! Yay! Can we buy some fucking medicine, please? Because we need it. All right, we're on 30, maxing out BP at 29. Manny needs it more than anybody, so let's go there first. Manny at 11. Yes, please. I think we'll have to live on the rest of it because we need to buy... Yeah, you're a hospital. Why the fuck would you sell, I don't know, healing salve? Yeah, it's not here. They don't have it. They're all sold out, everybody. Working for the Northern Terminal. Try the next hospital. It's a pandemic, folks. We're all out. COVID took all the freaking healing salve, apparently. 15% max health trinket. We are going to probably buy that, though. What's up, Berlin? Welcome in. Shipment arrives in 2 days. Yeah, there's a logistics backlog here in the apocalypse, so we just can't get that stuff in. Feels like let's nerf healers, so you now run a party without a healer and use people who have self-heal without a cap. Except not everyone has a self-heal. So you still have to run a person that's capable of healing others, because not every character can heal themselves. She's missing an eye. How stocked can she be? I don't know. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get Doc healed then, because we didn't spend as much money as I thought here. 8 will take him to... 8 will take him full from 31 to... Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Not a whole lot of stuff to use here. Let's go. What do you want, Doc? What? What could you possibly be barking at me about? You didn't even... Oh, the trinket. I think we have to give that to Manny, though. I mean, I know you want that, but I believe that goes to Manny. Yeah, we're going to give that health to Manny. And then we'll get... Yeah, we're coming to you. Don't worry. Yeah, but if you still have 2 people with self-heals, then Hero might be able to focus himself on someone else. Yeah, okay. But the original statement was use people with self-heal without a heal cap. Hey, we're talking apples and apples, Tract. We're just saying it differently. Salary is the great lie. It is. And there's the weeks where I, you know, pull 89 hours due to an outage, and I get paid exactly the same as the week I did jack shit. Speaking of job, everybody wish me luck. The manager interview is tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. And while I still feel it's very much a formality, it has to happen, so hopefully I don't walk in there and just start having Tourette's or something. The boss fight. Yeah, don't do that. Crossbow guy in the back. Mads, that's the second time you've reminded me to wear pants. Like, I have a problem with not wearing pants. I literally wear pants every day while I sit here doing my job. A lot of time they're sweatpants, but they're pants, and I'll put on real pants. I just got here. I do not have a pants problem. Terry, you worked with me for 2 years. Did I ever walk in the office without pants on? No. Six, 7, 6. Everyone's just fucked on stress. Alright, we have to swan while we got the chance. 5 takes him down to 6 on a 2. Cannot hit that guy, so let's go ahead and try to get the easy kill here. But still, we're not going to one-shot anybody. Okay, yeah, let's heal some stress here.
There is comfort in company.
If I'm up before 11. What are you, like 12 years old on a Saturday? A lot can change in a few years. Come on, man. I thought we were brothers. We survived the Ohio Turnpike together.
Steady
Jesus
yourself.
Christ. It feels that way, Chips. Does everyone have to be over 5 for ounce prevention to work? No. Ounce prevention will fire. Everyone gets the buff, but only those characters who are over 5 will receive a pip heal of stress. One down.
On to the next.
Oh yeah, it's a federal holiday for you tomorrow, huh? I don't get any day off.
If you
That
stream
girl
it,
Fletch.
they
Thank you for
will
those.
come.
Welcome in. Yep, let's do this.
The work continues.
I remember when I got all 85 of those holidays a year off when I was in the military. You know, if I was in garrison. Manny on, you know, pretty much getting rocked again. It's his turn now. We're not going to use the big heal. We're just going to heal. Jeez, 3. 6 now leaves him at 1 on a 5 dot at death's door, so he survives. And hey, he'll hit us for less damage this time. And it's still 5, which is what the Hellion hits for when she doesn't have a token. Jesus. Kill him, please.
Another impediment. Cleared with impunity.
BP. Thank you. It's your chance to get the party killed, everybody. Going once. Going twice on a card play. Going 3 times, and I didn't see one. I've given you adequate time. We're getting the hell out of here right now.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
I'm too tired to open stream loots. That's what happens to get old. Still works, Mads. You just locked the lock in the background. I'm too old to respond to that. Everybody's alive. -3 leagues to the end. Now -4 leagues to the end. Why would the counter, you know, just do basic energy wrath correctly? Those of you that are out there lurking, this is a party of people that always kind of rolls Darkest Dungeon together, so when we're complaining about things, it's because we want a better game. You know, we want the game to be good when it comes out. We realize it's an early access, but we're just We have several people that are playing it offline, and we're all just venting. You know, some of the frustration with some of the things that they're
The place
changing.
is a little worse for
Some
wear,
things that aren't working that should
but
work.
familiar
Stuff like that. BP
nonetheless.
and Manchu became more unfriendly. Yay. Patrol incomplete. I don't care. Do we get any mastery tokens?
The means of mastery.
It's not good news.
Conventional
I didn't think we
fare.
did, but that's not good news.
Remember to
Fairly
clonk
close.
that follow
If we
button.
bring the timer back for those cards, we can. We can, you know, especially at the boss fight stage, we can, you know, throw the timer up when I start talking about it. I have no problem for using it that way. What quirks do we get? We'll look in a second. Let's have a look at what we can fix first, though. We have exactly 1, 2 stress healing items. This is on 2 targets for -1 stress. This is on 1 target for -3. 6, 5, 5, 6. Alright, so let's go here to Arky. And then we are on 6, 5, 5. Let's go here, because that's actually a buff that will help them. We're on 21 relics. It is not a great... Doc, get some sleep, dude. Be safe. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. Yikes. The Wainwright. Hey, we did get the
Stop is leagues away.
chance of reducing
Plan
negative banner,
accordingly.
which now we can actually equip. Where are we going?
The first of many
We just came out of the
forks in
tangle on a
road.
Blood Moon on -20
your
res, but
path.
boy is that +20 max
Ride
HP
out
token awesome.
unbound.
Win a cultist battle. Or we go to the Fader, which is Nasty Land, for 2 mastery tokens. We're probably going there. Win 3 resistance encounter battles. That's likely to happen. I think we'll go to the Fader. Let's see what the Provisioner has in terms of in items we could use to heal some stress here. 2 targets -2 for 8, and yeah, let's buy that for sure. No health items here. Trinkets, we don't have enough for anything.
Look
Pop-
at the size of that boy's head.
There it is.
I'm not kidding, it's like an orange on a
Fucking
toothpick.
huge.
Boy, complex.
Well, that's a huge noggin.
It's gigantic.
It's a virtual planetoid. Has its own weather system.
No.
Heat! Move!
The problem
Move
with
that
getting
melted
more
down to
things
get the paper
unlocked
out, you
is we're
cunt.
getting
Oh,
less
that
likelihood
gargantuan cranium about.
of getting healing items at the inn or the vendors. They're not popping as much because the pool is deeper in terms of items that we could
He'll be
potentially
crying
run into.
himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
I heard it wouldn't fit in Perm's car. Yeah, it's probably true. But he's got a hatchback though, Mads. I mean, maybe if they did the whole thing with the bungee cords out the back, maybe it would fit. I don't think we're buying anything. I think we're just gonna wing it here and see what happens. Yeah, so last chance to tell me where we're going. Otherwise, I'm going to pick the Fader. Need a sunroof? I mean, that's... Need a couple of sunroofs. Alright, the Fader it is.
The farms and fields of
What
our
we're also
kingdom
going to do is take the break
overrun
here.
with
This is the logical spot to do
putrescence and
so.
rot.
So that we can get an hour in and then go right into the Crew 3 launch and give that a peek and then come back and kind of finish out the run until about 10 o'clock. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Make sure you guys stand up, stretch your legs, get a drink of water, all of that stuff. And let's call it convertibles probably the only way. But we'll be right back. Make sure you are stretching your legs, getting the blood flowing.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Shame on you.
Shame!
Shame on you, Arky. Sturfers, welcome in. Welcome in, Sturf, in the middle of your move. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We're going to be watching a rocket launch in about an hour as we send humans to the International Space Station on the Crew 3 Dragon. But right now, we're in the middle of Darkest Dungeon run that's kind of, I don't think we're making a mountain on this group, to be quite honest. We have to reset our stress. And we will press forward into the Fader, which is everyone's favorite nasty land of
Wealth
teeth.
beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Don't forget, if you want to get in the queue, Sturf, it's there, channel point reward. If you're sitting out there lurking and want to get in the queue, this is how. And let's see what happens now. The only time the only time we've run into the Shambler is here.
The rancid crop grows on
3 resistance encounters. This is a hospital, 2 hospitals, 3 hospitals, 4 hospitals, 5 hospitals on the road here. That's nice. We have to hit 3 resistance encounters. There's 1 there on a good road we'll definitely hit. There's 2 there. There's 3 there, so I think we can do what we want up to that point of hitting this node. So I think we hit the lair, a cultist encounter to get the loathing down. We stay on the good road to here. Yeah. Okie dokie. What do you all want to talk to me about? It's literally, we were just at the end. What? Oh, it's all your buffs I gave you. I'm sorry. Okay. Nice. I don't know. Herc, what's up? So this is your first exposure to DD2, huh, Sturf? It's a whole lot different. Drunk driving the carriage here a little bit. Did we take the right path? Oh, it's a hero shrine right off the jump. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it's 1 road here. Did it road fork?
Understand the past if we are ever to be free of it.
It's great. It needs some work, but it's great. It's early access. Who do we want to take in there? We did Dismiss last time. We have 1 in the Grave Robber. I'm still not sure what to do on that encounter. We've got 2 off the plate. I think we go Hellion because we've only got 1 skill unlocked on Hellion, and it's not great. Didn't fork. Just, yeah, that's what threw me off. It's like, it made that wild turn, right? It's like, wait, is that the turn?
Chapter 2. The Brave. She was
Why
the
is
tip
that
of
not a
the
skin?
spear, poised to sunder the enemy line, to live forever in the songs of her people.
I feel like we just gotta win this, right? Oh, dude, that dude wrecked him. Wrecked him. All right, Howling End, 8 to 14. Why don't we have that skill? That'd be really great to have that skill. 15% critical chance. I want that skill. That's a stun, and that is a back 1 summons clanmates condition block, so that'll happen once someone dies. Okay. Look at the low position on the pre-strike animation. That's pretty sick. That does more than her normal one. That dude has a ton of health. Holy shit. Maybe we'll see. That guy was, but he's super happy he got in here. He's at 3 of 11 already. Great, like you need to hit us harder. We have done almost no damage to these guys. Okay, so they're targeting the other guys first. The stress is what's going to kill us here. Yeah. I don't think it's designed to be one. I think it's designed to have a freak out. It doesn't seem like this is balanced in a way that makes this a reasonable fight to win. That guy didn't even get to go. He didn't even get to go. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, we did a whole lot of damage to him that time. That guy's dead. Yep. This feels exactly built to stress us. Cower back. Okay, we can only
Anxiety foments insidious
only do that.
fears.
Hey, that's what it was. We had to stretch ourselves out.
Spent in preparation.
That's a nasty looking icon.
When it mattered
So,
most,
like the Man-at-Arms, she had to fail in combat. Bloodlust. Remove Winded. Attacks deal 20% more damage when target's bleeding. That's a nice combination with that Winded buff. But again, we're in a position where they've made the Hellion, who does not have a dot and not a reasonably great direct damage hit, into like the Jester, where you have to clear a blind to get a decent shot, and then clear a blind potentially to get a decent shot, and then that rotation of 2 uses of skills to get 1 attack. Not the biggest fan of that. But yeah, it was weird. We were like in the back, and then there was nothing there. Let's have a look at what the potential skills are here. All right, so that requires a Winded. It doesn't require a Winded status. I think we're way more likely to use that than the forward 1 lock us in place and taunts. So let's put that up. And then we have the bleed out on the front row, which makes the target bleed. So that gives us bleed out. Okay, this does turn her into a dot character to a degree, to where if we removed Wicked Hack, put that up, so we are now, Yop is a debuff, creates Winded. Iron Swan, no wind at all. 4 to 7 seems super weak for Swan. If it bleeds, it's a 2 bleed. So I think we do this. Let's take Yop off, because we're not really using that. So leave Wicked Hack up. Let's play around with Bleed Out and Bloodlust as a combination of 2 attacks and see what happens. I think that's what we're going to do for now. The map. I think, yeah, we're going to take that lair encounter on the right road just to minimize the number of road encounters and ride it all the way to that hospital. Onward, on the right road. Everyone wants to go to the hospital. Tough shit. Take a stress. Wow, this is... Who made these roads, man? Roads to nowhere. We just went in a fucking circle. What my health? You're fine. Stop your bitching. Doctor, doctor, please. Iron Maiden's covered that song. It was amazing, by the way. BP says, we're fighting. Manny says, let's go fight. Arky says, let's go fight, but how about we debuff them? That sounds like it's the right choice. Arky, let's do it your way. sure you made me listen to it? I did not. I did not put it on your list because it's not on Spotify. It's a local file I have, so I couldn't load. I could have loaded it in, but I was lazy. Hey, look, it's Devil Babies. It's everyone's favorite. No ability to blind these guys, so we're gonna get wrecked.
Mistimed as directed.
Stay focused here, though.
A miscalculation.
Why would we
perhaps.
hit anything? Why bother? Hey, look at that. We're at like 9 stress up front here for BP.
There is comfort in company.
Fix that bad relationship. Get him. That'll work. That'll work, BP. That is... Arky! Why you gotta... You hit shit the first round. Why you gotta get on BP's ass? Why? Why don't you hit something? You can talk shit, Arky. How about you hit him this time? Let's go ahead and heal it stress before you freak the fuck out here. Now 6 on 8. It's talk shit and get hit, not talk shit, no hits. Hey, 2 characters blind. Ounce prevention is not up. Let's go here. Of course the back row guy dodges. How much shit talking about a fighter? That's gonna hurt a lot. Right back to hitting us for more stress, because... Alright. You know what? We're gonna miss, because, you know, we're blind and everything here, but why not use it? Holy shit. There's like a 20% chance to hit, and we still hit for 30. Kill that guy, please. Thank you. Doc.
A miscalculation,
Ark,
perhaps.
we just had this conversation. Yeah, they've made this way more difficult to manage stress on now. BP puts him on death's door. Doc, we're paused with the kill. Back to 9 stress, even though we got a kill there. That makes a whole lot of sense. 2 bleeds now.
Miscalculation, perhaps.
Alright, decisions. Can't do ounce prevention since he'll live. BP's gonna melt down here, though. Bleed it. Nope. Let's fix that dot, and then let's come back here and hit the devil baby, please. Very much, Arky. 50, batting 500 this fight. Good job. We're gonna go ahead and ounce prevention.
There is comfort in company.
Now we've got to get that riposte set because we're out of it. No bleed token.
The slow suffering begins.
We've got to deal with this. This guy's going to stress us out, but this guy's going to murder us.
A slow dissection.
6 on 8.
An unavoidable end.
Pop another laudanum here. Not that you're addicted to it or anything, BP. If it bleeds again for the dot. 6 on 3. I need to get you to the back row, no matter what. I got to get back. I need to get riposte back up. Seal this here. Blind. Nope. Resists. Okay. Delay stop. Amazing. Still hit us for 10 total hit points, even though it was on a weak attack token. It'll be a miracle if we survive this.
A righteous action.
BP on death's door. On a bleed. Off death's door.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Not as much as BP did, Doc! Fucking needy ass party man.
Obstacle in our path.
Burn resistance will do nothing for us. Did that lower the resistance? No. It did not.
The loathing.
Oh, it did. It lowered it by 2. Sweet. That'll make our lives a little bit easier getting the rest of these encounters done. Combat items. Sheesh. See, 2 death bliss. Yeah, you're not wrong. Could have been earlier in the fight if you hadn't missed so many things. None of these are great. Absolutely none of our combat items are great anymore. Might as well see what the Caltrops do. Still holding on to that one. Might as well stack those and give those here and just roll with it because look at the stress on these guys. The map. We want the left path here. Hey, a hospital coming up. Maybe we can get some fucking healing items, huh? Maybe this one. Maybe this is the Walmart that's got all this shit. There's a run at the other one. I don't want to remove my nails.
If you hope to heal, you have chosen wisely.
I do hope to heal. I hope to heal if they've actually got stuff in stock. How about that one? Let's not get our hopes up, Wayne June. The last store was out of everything. It was like toilet paper at the start of the pandemic in that hospital. Remember my parents were out, like, because I was working, and they're like, we found toilet paper in a text message, and I was like, I need it. I was like, because I was down to like 2 rolls of toilet paper. I was like, I need it, please get it. Okay. Why the fuck would you guys carry actual healing items? We'll take the dot cures for sure, though. Those are gonna be expensive, but we need those.
The odds of illness
That's that.
are high. Best to be prepared.
How the fuck are we gonna be prepared, Wayne Drew, when they're not selling shit? We'll buy the 1 laudanum, because, yep. We are out of gold trinkets. We still have 17 baubles and are sitting on 2 mastery tokens. That's it. Off we go. I'm not healing any of you guys. If you die, you die. There's literally nothing I can do about it. On the left path. Don't tell me question mark BP. Well, at least you resisted the stress. Missed that one. The guy right before us. Yeah, we need to track him down then. Just wreck his cart. Like, how much medicine you got here, pal? Hoarder didn't have shit either, man. I mean, we were there. We saw him on last leg, and he didn't have crap either. Here comes the teeth, though.
To arms.
Sturf,
So it
if
brings
you haven't
no
seen these guys,
satisfaction.
welcome to our nightmare. That is a speed plus damage token. That is nothing. That is, yeah, we'll take. We're gonna go with what BP says. Charge. Because these guys are horrifying. It's so nasty. It's so nasty. Hashtag goat stuff. Jesus Christ! How the fuck does a goat hit us for 36? How's a goat hit us for 36? What the
Cruelty
fuck?
and callousness have
Remember to
claimed
clonk
dominion
that follow
here.
button. How does a goat hit for 36?
Narrowed eyes.
800
muttered
teeth.
threats. All trust is lost.
I see goats, man. They don't hit you that hard. Other goat still has a chance to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to fucking heal BP. Jesus Christ. All right. So when BP dies, this turn, we all know who to blame, right? Who do we blame this round if BP dies, chat? Whose fault is it? It's not my fault. Whose fault is it? Well, Arky. That's the correct answer. It's Arky's fault. We can save BP though. I just didn't want to use the triage.
In crisis, we
I'm
can
telling you,
rely
go find
only
Trudy
upon
Castle
each
on
other.
Twitter. Go look at all the cookies and donuts and cute shit she does, and then 2 goats now have hit us for 54 points of damage.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
Stir's fault. Beware of goats. No shit. Can't use point blank until BP's up 1. That's a pretty bad sound too. Let's move you back because you can't do shit from here. One whole damage. Eddie's now's not the time. Oh god. Okay. 23 hit points left. There's 3 more gone. Still sitting on no blight, so it's a 3 dot. We have to move back. Let's go ahead and do this. Put more blight. So those caltrops are actually pretty useful because the ability to land the dot. Move us back 1. Star's fault mostly, if not Arky's and fall back. Another bleed. No bleed, but let's heal there.
Suffering strengthens the bond.
Need the space. Okay, so bleed out. No, we're just gonna have to go right here with it. 7. There is 1 on the loathing meter, and these guys are hitting us this hard. Something broke. Or they have arbitrarily made this far more difficult in the early stages because we got the patch mid-run. That guy is now 3 on 4. That's not going to kill him. Let's make sure we do an if it bleeds here and keep the dot going. I don't think you get to yell shame if they don't get caught. That's not how the game works. We are at 19, 21, 15. Heal yourself, Manny. Shame didn't trigger? Interesting. Rocky got caught. Shame! Yeah, Rocket got caught. It doesn't yell shame unless you're a mod. Rocket just gets timed out. But if someone will put a reminder in there, I can easily add the shame sound to the if conditional for, and I think we should do that, right? Where we want to make sure that Klepto has that, so we can actually make that change right now if you guys want to see me mess with the bot real quick. How this all works. So let's edit Klepto real fast. We have custom variable, Klepto risk, it's a random number, conditional effects. If Klepto risk is
motherfucking sucking cold.
variable,
Jesus
conditional
Christ.
effects. So we're in here, if, else if, nope, that's not it. Else if. Play sound. Yeah, not set. Doesn't have the role moderator. What is that sound? I'll look at it later. Remind me to look at it later. I have to dissect that command again. I don't want to waste a bunch of chat or a bunch of stream on it when we're already sacrificing some of it. Someone drop me a reminder to look at the klepto command and put shame on for non-mods. Alright, Arky's in the 2 spot. Not ideal. I need to get... Well, BP can still hit from there, so let's just stay where we're at. Yeah, I have to break through that command. There's a lot of layers in there. I've got to figure out where that conditional is at. I don't want to spend stream time on it. Again? Thank you very much, Mads. I did get the POG command fixed, so it no longer pops the, what do we call it, the chat box anymore. Bye! Hey, everyone's alive! And somehow stress is better than it was. Hey, we get some health. Hey, another mastery token.
Eager
What?
to ply his trade.
No, I don't want to see your POG collection.
Disease resist. Increased stacking for food. What? Alright, so the loathing's gone. Why does everyone want to talk to me? We have combat items, that's why. We didn't equip for that fight because we're stupid. Let's go ahead and give you that, buddy, because why not? We got our one laudanum. One laudanum and a dream, pretty much. Let's get those Caltras back on you. Those actually worked out really nicely. And, it's all shitty stuff from here. Not getting bladed here. Leave it at that. No, didn't break sound effect. Alright, straight on the left path here. One more fight. You know, hopefully we live, because even though the loathing's super small, whoa. We're good, right? Hospital again. Maybe this plate. 2 hospitals. So we've got one of our 3 resistance battles done. This will put us on the path to the 2 hospitals back to back. I'm not hopeful. I'm just saying I'm not hopeful that they're actually going to have shit to sell us. This carriage ride feels much more doomed than the last one did. Really hopeful at the end of that run. We actually did an extra leg in there and we're fine. And this is all... What the fuck? Hey, don't turn left, whatever. I was pressing the key. Don't hit that one either. It's probably Permacorp. Just out there in front of everybody. It's the exact same shit the last one had. We'll take the laudanum though. So you're just not this. You don't have bandages in the fader. That's fine.
Best to be prepared.
Can't afford any of their trinkets. I wouldn't. That one's probably gonna come in handy soon, but not yet. All right. To the next hospital that we have no money for, and now that we don't have any money, I bet there's freaking healing salve there. Because that's how the game works. 6 to see the fucking figure. Still too bad you can't sell things. Yeah, that's coming though.
First, they ate the rotten flesh of their animals. Then, still
Road
hungry,
fight.
they turned upon themselves.
That purple fucking thing in the middle of the screen. Jesus Christ, Gabe, you cannot give me heart attacks like that. This is not the group for that fight. He's been holding back for a couple fights, BP. Hurt him. One down. Let's seal that now. We are sitting 7, 7, 5. Let's go here. heal this before it gets out of control. Come around next turn with a stress heal, assuming we don't get blighted by anything.
Welcome relief from caustic agony.
Caustic's a good use of term there, like it knew it was blight. I like that.
A brilliant conclusion.
Have I mentioned that I love the addition of this mod? What mod?
There is comfort in company.
Kill him. Third time's a charm. We still have a riposte token up, so let's go here. It's literally a body with no armor on it. Whoa. Give me a second here. All my screens just flash for some reason, like everything just resynced to my PC. I still don't know what you're talking about. Mads. Yeah, here we go. Got my. It was weird. Like all my displays flashed black for a second. It was really odd.
No way.
Yes way. Really weird. So it happened again. I didn't do anything to cause that. I clicked out of the screen and I was able to get the zoom in to go away. So at least we know how to fix that. Okay, Arky's freaking out. We need to put more of that lot of I picked up on somebody. That's nice if we can ever make it to an end.
More.
I like those zombies do too, because they don't like hit us like freight trains. Laudanum. Come over here. Go there. There we go. On our way to another hospital. That's a really disgusting archway. I don't know if that was the cleanest spot to set up your field hospital.
Joints ache and muscles burn. The
We have
body
6
requires
whole
attention.
relics. No, same stuff. I don't think we're buying anything. Oh, I mean, we're here, so now's the time for Gilly to come in the chat and say, how's everybody doing? Because we're at the hospital. No, we're not buying anything here. We have a road fight here.
Perhaps you
We have a
are
road fight
finding
after
your
this. We
courage
gotta
at
heal
last.
Arky stress. I'd be finding my courage if we could find a damn bandage. You know what's bad when we haven't had to manage the inventory on the cart at all. More teeth! More teeth! Hey, maybe the ghost can hit us for 70 this time. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's +1 stealth, BP to fight. Everyone else wants to run. We're on 3 torch. There's no fucking way we're doing anything that makes us lose torch. We're in trouble. 3 whole torch. I don't feel like we got 100 torch at the... God, these 2 are just nightmare fuel. Great, he regened off the goat. She regened off. So watch the middle mob, the one that's sitting on the beholder. She'll every once in a while take her napkin or like her handkerchief and wipe her face, but she'll also do it to the mouth that she's sitting on. It's horrifying. No? You don't want to look at that feast?
In crisis,
You can't
we
make
can
me.
rely only upon each other.
Alright, we took away the chance for a 36 hit crit from the goat. Blind on Doc. Okay. We don't. Let's go here and dot these guys with caltrops.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
And we'll PBS back 1. Gots to keep clean. You're not wrong. 24.50 on the dinner cart. What the regen here? Let's start working on that. Oh my god! You just crit both of them. This run's cursed, I swear to god. It's so cursed. Look at the stress just stacking up, man. Says now the regen is 3, the dot is 1. Death's Door now on the dot. Okay. Okay, that's 3. So it's a +2 net. Wow. Wow. It's just, why you guys gotta be like that to each other?
There is comfort in company.
BP has melted down. That's why his relationships suck with everybody. That regen's good. We have to get the hit while they're on death's door. Hopefully we come up first here. 11. God, and okay. Please, Arky, let's hit, please. Let's hit and kill him, please. It is a puke attack chip. All right.
There is comfort in company.
Yeah, you're fine with Manny. Death's Door for Dr. Death. Okay, we have these 2 to go, though, so... God, okay, that's 3 Death's Door checks. Please. What the fuck? And off Death's Door. And a +12 field. Great. Yeah, that's not good news.
Dragged back from the brink. Steady yourself.
We all resisted that, though. Stress still up, but we're gonna melt down. This party's in trouble. Oh, we might lose somebody in this fight on 0 loathing. Plus 33% Death's Door resistance. That's why we're having trouble. Hey, look at that. He's got that taunt token on him, too. Doc's got that taunt token. They're gonna have to hit him this turn. Can we please? Please, oh please. The Caltrops kills her. Alright, we have to... Let's get the bleed in. 10. Oh my god. 3/5, it's 6. 3/5 at 3. Dr. Death saves on Death's Door by some fucking miracle. Still has a taunt token. Everybody's about to melt down. Still doesn't kill him.
An interminable conflict.
One more time. are we alive? How is Doc alive?
The big ones.
Oh man, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. I'm definitely putting that on somebody. Oh my god. Look at the stress. See, was running a Gilded Mind trinket and BP still keeps stressing the fuck out. Shitty food. Yeah, I know. You're out of combat items, right? Yeah. Well, let's give those back over to Manny. Sure, let's go there. Why not? Let's just sure. Okay. Road fight and then a resistance fight with everybody basically ready to go ape shit from stress. Oh, by the way, the torch is at 3. BP just insta-melts down. Doesn't even let anything happen. Rolls in the fight. No one does anything. And BP melts down. 20% max HP boost for the bad guys. 20% max damage. Enemies are +1 speed, +6 crit, +10 resistance to dot, and +50% enemy battle advantage chance. Whatever that means. Yeah, you just walk in like, nope. Nope. BP on death's door. Doc not too far behind. There goes Doc on a meltdown. There go the relationships. Oh yeah, this is turning out bad.
Cruelty
I don't blame him.
and
Look at that
callousness
shit.
have claimed dominion here.
Alright, well, let's go here. So let's try to prevent fucking Arky from crashing mentally. Get BP off death's door. I haven't even started to contemplate what we're going to do about the guy in the back yet. I'm still worried about the goat. Two over 2 at 4.
A slow dissection.
Alright, that guy's dead. 4 at 1.
End.
You keep eating those. 6! 6!
And now, the greatest test of all.
Excellent work.
I wouldn't call it excellent work. I mean, realistically here. They saved Doc because of riposte. BP all of a sudden got pissed off. You weren't even hurt. Please. Oh, yes. What a lucky ass death blow. She was literally. BP was literally about to die. You needy asshole. Oh my god. Stunned, blighted, and 29 gone. You're supposed to be sleeping, Doc. Big dude. Is her name Mrs. Hanky? Is that what we're calling her? Mrs. Hanky? There goes Manny. Oh, the relationships are so fucked. Find her a better name. No, this does not look good, Drax. I'll be surprised if we make the end. Stun. Blight does not kill Manny. Manny's turn is over. He has to survive it one more turn. This is a road encounter. Awesome. So let's make sure Manny doesn't die.
Breakthrough.
Crit 10 on a half damage token. I'll take it.
Remember to
Might still pull off a win here somehow. He'll look happy with himself. He's gonna get to go again though. And he gets to die. We are alive
an unexpected
in really
find.
horrible shape, but we're alive. Yep. 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 Yes, just throw it. Thunderclap sounds good. Whatever. We're not everything. Let's just go here because I actually have use and stack those there. Surf. See you later. Thanks for hanging out, Surf. How did no one die? Well, I mean, that's just a matter of minutes, right? Because we have a guaranteed fight coming up that we have to take for the bonus. At this point, why the fuck not? No, we're all at half health, right? Never mind that, we're being ambushed. Because the torch is at 0. Plus 25% damage. This is fine, but not really.
Excellent!
So that is a dodge 50, dodge 75. Just, what the hell, game? Okay, so please swing. There we go. At least you blighted the front. You ain't wrong, BP. Yeah, we're probably gonna die in this fight. Cannot run from it. Well, I mean, we could run from it. I know there's an exploit to run from it, right? Hit the escape key.
Cruelty and callousness have claimed dominion here.
BP makes it through a death door check. Everyone's gonna die. We're all gonna die. I'm pretty calm about it, actually, because I can see it coming. I mean, there's literally no way to save this. Let's get BP off death's door. Yeah, you guys work on fixing that relationship. You're all dead. Feels like they all got to go twice there, but okay. Stressed I didn't know it. Nah, pretty good. Pretty okay. Yeah, it's good. Just, you know, so the next time they bleed you, it doesn't hurt you so bad. Glad we hit for 8. Apparently BP has sepsis. Because the hospital didn't have any healing salve and we're just winging it on our own out here on the road. Yeah, let's try to stop that. Like it'll be of any real use. We've become a cynical Darkest Dungeon party where
Suffering strengthens the bond.
didn't even help you there, but okay. That's gonna hurt a lot. Okay. Yeah, the good thing we used that laudanum, huh? Point blank, please. Supposedly they tuned it so that they don't chatter as much on those checks every turn. I don't really feel that that's there. One down. Not bad, eh? I have no health, but let me brag about it. Arky, self-preservation time. $50-50 dodge tokens 2 times.
Dragged back from the brink.
I don't know about that kind of confidence, man. It's probably today.
Yeah. Teetering on that terrible precipice. An unforeseen
There goes Doc.
complication.
Unforeseen. You can see that coming since the start of the fight, Wayne June. What are you talking about? Hey, you get that gravestone. Also, rip
Let
BP.
us hope they find peace.
Well, let me ping perm. Wait. Second one, though. Yeah, that'll be what we put on your tombstone. Second one, though.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
Constant stacking of dodge tokens is just fucking broke.
Play thirsty, my friend.
Doc got himself back on the roster super quick. Don't forget to do that as well, BP, if you want another character. You guys keep going after those gravestones. They're good decoys. I'm glad that the cultists are stupid.
Welcome to the Legion of Doom, Shizzle.
Can we survive with 2 characters? This becomes an important question on a 12 crit and a 15 bleed on 6. It's just Arky and Manny left, and they're still fucking pissed at each other, even though they just watched 2 of their friends die. Maybe at some point they go, hey,
The work
I'm sorry.
continues.
We should probably settle our differences before we're killed. I don't think we can. Yeah, we can't hit 3 with this, so let's go and get one out of the way. Oh, line himself up for that. Great. We're going to heal. Arky, we're going to get Arky through this. Leave Manny out there as bait. Yep, there's another button for it. That's okay. It's only channel points. You'll earn more. I'm not too stringent upon channel points anywhere else except for the buy-ins. I don't think anything else is really that costly.
Messy, but effective.
40 torch back, everybody. We got all their trinkets. Now what do we do? Now, can we make the inn? Can we make the inn is the question. Can we make the inn on 2 people through the boss fight? I don't think so. I don't think we make the inn on... we have to get through 1 round of the boss fight. Alright. So, it's 2. 2 left. 2 left is usually where I say run over, right? We usually say, hey, that's the run. So, Arky and Manny would survive and carry over to the next run, and then we pick up whoever's next. So, I don't think it's reasonable to think that we're going to make the inn here. No. We still have a fight to make that for sure. We don't know what either one of these 2 are, and then we have 2 fights on 2 characters. I don't think we... yeah. You know what? Here, let's do it this way. Here, this is up to chat. Content does not meet guidelines. You know what? Is it because I use the word idiot? Really? Okay. This is super interesting. It won't let me... there we go. Continue the run. You may vote for 2 minutes. Effectively, do you hate Arky and Manny? It could just be that. No, I don't hate Arky and Manny, then we shouldn't continue the run. But if you do hate Arky and Manny, then vote yes, and we'll continue the run. 4 people say no. 3 people say yes. I bet it's about the biggest one you've ever seen, Dingleberry. Arky says, yeah, there's a big one in my breeches. I didn't want to continue the run, but you asked a different question. They want to see you guys die. 9 votes in, 1 vote. I will break ties as always, because I don't vote, so that I can actually resolve polls. You've got a little bit of time left. If someone wants to be nice and toss a no vote in there. Looking at you lurkers in chat. Pretty sure all the active chatters have chimed in here. We ride to ruin. Arky, I think, voted for yes. Because he's suicidal. Okay, well, apparently that last vote, nope. Really? Alright, so let's start cleaning this up because it looks like we're going to keep going here. Time is almost up. Looks like yes is the answer. Unless some miracle happens in the next 6 seconds. I love you, Ricky. Yep. Alrighty. It is yes. So let's go have a look. Trinkets first. Well, I think we're just going to go ahead and give this here. That one's the... we can't heal because, you know, Manny's not going to be able to heal anybody. Just letting everybody know that. Because he has to be in the 3rd or 4th position to heal. Yeah, this will go great. 4 more items to get rid of. We'll get rid of that extra stack of food. Don't think real meat. You know what? No, we don't need a stack of food. 2 more items to get rid of. Trinkets. Get rid of that. Yeah, we're not going to use that one either. Okay. Let's get this carriage ride to death underway. Well, no, I don't know. You guys think it ends here? Or do you think they make it through this next encounter with the teeth? Perm did give you his proxy, unfortunately. I know what that means. They both... Neither one of them want to fight! They're like, fuck this! I can't fight it. They both say no. Alright, we don't know what's on either one of these roads. We've been hanging left the whole time, so we're gonna go with what they want to do.
Choice. At least
It is
should
decided.
be.
We'll go right. It's a hero shrine. By some miracle, we have a shot at getting another skill with a two-person party.
No way.
Yes way.
It's about tree fitting.
All right. I think we try the grave robber again. I still don't know how to resolve this one, so I know it's the drunken guy.
This is the
Chapter
way.
2. Nightcap.
We yell in shame for no fucking reason.
Night after night of disrespect and abuse. Enough.
Okay, so
was
that's a
enough.
riposte.
Anxiety foments insidious fears.
A slow dissection.
Naha!
An unavoidable end.
Naha! Okay, so the stress is building here. Light's gone. Okay, we go after the poison again here. Oh, we have to manage the stress now. I think we got it. Boy, is it close. It's gotta be this turn. That's how you do it.
She listened, smirking, as his empty apology.
There is zero room for error on that.
Choking gags.
Repartee requires yourself to be stealthed. Self dodge token times 3. Taunt token times 2. Remove stealth. It's an interesting taunt combo. And we get a mastery token. Well, we're gonna get to use it. So hey, leaving everybody alive for a turn it paid off. I don't think we're gonna equip that right now, but it's there and knocked out. Alright, to the boss fight. Can we make one round on the boss fight, pick up one character at the end? Let's find out, and then we'll probably pause the game, or actually close out of it so we don't have music, and we'll go watch the Crew 3 launch. Crew 3 will be in the air in about 14 minutes. We're going to start watching with about 10 minutes to go.
Reality
Signs
comes
point to
asunder
no.
before our eyes.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe. Can't heal yourself here. Yep, I know. One go down.
And now,
Maybe
the
it'll just be
greatest
Arky.
Test of all.
Maybe not. Maybe it won't be anybody. Manny get a sacrifice for the team here. Can do shit else. Oh, God. He put riposte tokens on the fucking goat. What is he throwing, man? It's like the... No shit, it's doomed. Manny, for the team, we're going to have you attack this goat with the riposte token up on death's door. Can you make it? Yeah, you can! Manny survives another hit.
Bring the hype.
Don't be, Manny. Be a doobie. Boom! You ain't dying, son!
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
Get wrecked, goats!
Excellent!
Alrighty, they're gonna make the inn and pick up somebody, and we can keep going. No, there's no way. There was no way I was even risking that. That was a victory. You're not ruining it for us. Way too many trinkets. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Thanks, yes, folks, that was sweet. You ain't wrong. We didn't win at least 3 resistance encounters because they refused to fight one of them, so we don't get those mastery tokens. But somehow, Arky and Manny limp in to the inn on a 2-player win at a boss fight level. I knew what I was doing. Alright. So, Falcon 9, Crew 3 Dragon is going to launch in 10 minutes. So we'll save here. We'll exit the game. We'll bring that YouTube up. And I'm going to step away and get a quick lap of walking. But we'll have that stream up, and we're going to watch that rocket go up.
And rest.
So we're going to exit the game here. We'll go to the desktop. We'll bring up the YouTube
countdown as we
feed.
get closer to liftoff. And finally,
Let me know what the volume is on that for you guys.
Weather is go. So right now, Courtney, we're coming up on T minus 10 minutes. One of the things that we'll hear on Dragonflight
T minus 10 minutes, 20 seconds.
Is the abort call-outs during the countdown. Can you enlighten us a little bit on what goes on with that?
Yeah, John, great to hear that everything is going well.
All right, then I'll be right back.
To track that Dragon and Falcon
Wanted to
9
squeeze
are
this
ready
in
for
tonight because
launch.
this is a crude
But
launch.
Just in case anything were to happen, Dragon is fully prepared to
So thanks for hanging
initiate
out.
an abort.
No BRB screen. I'm
Upon
just gonna
liftoff,
you're gonna see me
you'll be
walking around
hearing
because that's what I
number
always
and
do.
letter combinations
And
on
T
Dragon's
minus 9
trip
minutes,
uphill,
56 seconds
which
until
will mark
Crew 3
different
takes
abort
off for the
zones
International
throughout
Space
the flight,
Station. We'll get
the
there
number
tomorrow.
signifying the stage of flight,
Yeah.
and the letter as the abort zone.
Keep this tradition going of watching crude space flight together because it's gonna be a lot more this decade. Be right back.
Copy. Endurance displays are complete for launch.
My lord. Yo.
copy that. Crew 3, we are honored to have you at the controls today as the first crew to fly aboard Dragon Endurance. We wish you a great mission, field look, Godspeed, and enjoy the ride.
Thanks, Sarah. And sometimes when you try to fly on Halloween, you get a trick instead of a treat. But how honored and appropriate to get to fly Endurance on Veterans Day. We're proud and honored to represent the SpaceX and NASA teams as we head to the ISS to live and work on groundbreaking science for the next 6 months.
And there we have it, some final words from the crew aboard Dragon, and a good luck from the Corps here on the ground to the crew. John, with everything still looking good, that next milestone of engine chill is coming up next.
That's right. The next major event that we have is T-minus 7 minutes. It's what we call the engine chill event. The big thing that happens there is we open the pre-valves that feed the Merlin 1B engines. So super chilled liquid oxygen will be trickling through the inlet.
T-minus 8 minutes 25 seconds.
And that'll help chill those turbo pumps down.
If anybody has any questions on this stuff, we usually cover this in its own little thing called BOSA, but it's DD night, so we kind of are putting them together.
So, well,
4 astronauts, 1 from the ESA. The first time since Skylab 1 that it's a rookie astronaut in command of a mission.
Stage engine as we get ready for launch. And you'll hear an additional chill down of the second stage called out once we get into flight, a little bit before 2 minutes into flight, when we'll do a final chill of the upper stage engine turbo pumps. And if you might be able to hear behind me here in Hawthorne, a lot of energy. Folks are gathered around Mission Control Center, watching on the big monitors as we get ready for launch in just over 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
So this launch was pushed once for conditions, once due to a non-COVID medical situation in the crew, but we are literally less than 2 days since Crew 2 splashed down and was recovered, and they're launching Crew 3. It's pretty good ops tempo for SpaceX. These are the SpaceX missions that matter, by the way. And all the stuff with satellites and whatever. Yeah, but these are the missions that matter.
Minus 7 minutes. We'll listen into the countdown now.
Yeah?
Stage 1 engine chill.
Remember to clonk that follow button. Another thing about the Crew 2 mission that just came back, when they detached from the space station, they actually just fly around, and Thomas Pesquet, who was the station commander until he left from the ESA, French astronaut, he had a camera, and they were doing a physical survey, like a visual physical survey of the space station. He said they are boarding to ISS. Yes, this is a mission to take 4 astronauts to the ISS to replace effectively the Crew 2 crew, who came back down Tuesday morning at like 12:33 in the morning.
That next call will be that the stage 1 RP load is complete.
RP rocket propellant.
15 seconds.
Stage 1
we'll
RP
stand by for that call now.
So there are 2 types of fuel that go into a rocket like this that basically mix in a combustion chamber. It's called a hypergolic mixture that produces the explosive combustion that allows the rocket to get that huge amount of thrust. RP1 kerosene being one of those 2 pieces of that hypergolic reaction mix. What's the time frame to launch to reaching the ISS? It depends on the profile, Diggity. It can be as quick as 8 hours. It can be longer, which this is profiled to take. We'll reach ISS tomorrow evening.
On those lines from the ground. From there, Falcon 9 tanks will pressurize for strong back retract. That'll be another visual milestones. The clamps just below Dragon's trunk will open, and the strong back will tilt back just 2 degrees. Then right after liftoff, back to 45 degrees.
The strong back being that large white arm to the left of the upper stage that keeps it stable until the point right before launch. It has to, give clearance.
Dragon has transitioned into terminal count.
They're getting better about calling these milestones on this. This is a difference from Crew 2. Like, terminal count means
Dragon isn't configured for terminal count.
That Dragon itself, the onboard systems, are in primary control of the rocket.
All right, John, some good calls. Dragon is now on internal
Was the arrival delayed due to ISS having to avoid the space trash? No, it's just not an emergency to get the crew there, right? There's already two 2 U.S. astronauts on board, I believe. Mark Vandehey, and then there's the cosmonaut crew. It's not like they're really skeleton crewed up there.
Be a two-step process.
It's just a matter of there's no need for the rush profile, and the rush profile is riskier.
There's the call out.
They usually rush profile stuff like cargoes and stuff like that. They'll usually rush profile those things. They rush profiled Nayuka as well, which was that really troubled Russian module that barely made it. And it's now attached and has fired its thrusters a few times, and no one knows why.
It'll stay there all the way through liftoff, and then as Courtney
T-minus 4 minutes.
Liftoff, hydraulics will then pull it down to
Mark.
about a 45-degree position above ground.
Now, it's actually interesting that they're launching on the same day that there was an altitude adjustment on the ISS. That certainly means that they had to program in those changes to the mission profile pretty late. Yeah, that's the mystery you don't want. That Nayuka module is a 10-year, I would call it, debacle of engineering that they still attach to the station, and I would have been against it.
As we get ready, you'll see a burst of depressurization there on the second stage.
That's true. Rocky knows that the Crew 2 Dragon crew had to come back with an in-op toilet, and they were actually wearing diapers inside of their astronaut suits from SpaceX because there was no restroom. So they profiled their deorbit burn and got back pretty quick.
Stage 1
I think they detached around, they sealed the hatch at around 12 Eastern Time Tuesday. They detached at about 2:30 Eastern Time, and they were home within 12 hours. You're not wrong, Rocket.
Confirmation that the Stage 1 LOX load is complete.
LOX, liquid oxygen. That is the other fuel in the hypergolic mix. You can see that venting from the pressurization right now. That's the vaporization, is the condensation of that liquid oxygen coming off the rocket. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. All internal power for Crew Dragon 3.
Again, at T-minus 2 minutes, we'll finish liquid oxygen loading. And then a typical event.
That means the umbilicals are no longer providing power from the ground. It is on its internal battery systems.
Cloud of condensation at about 90 seconds before launch as we see the propellants come back down off of the strong back.
So 3 men, 1 woman going to the ISS. The woman on board is a former U.S. Navy submariner, and she was a winner of the all-Navy athletics competition. She's 33. I cannot recall her name off the top of my head, but she's got a pretty interesting profile. She's pretty young in terms of astronauts to be going to the ISS.
Stage 2 LOX load complete.
So that's the Stage 2, the upper stage of the
Dragon is in auto idle.
All right, Falcon 9.
The Falcon 9 has its LOX load complete.
With that, Falcon 9 is fully fueled. We have fuel on both the first and second stages, and both stages are filled.
Night launches are cool. This is going to be a fireworks show, and this thing takes off. T-minus 1 minute, 25 seconds. Mark.
Dragon is also in auto idle. The flight computers on board Dragon maintaining their calculations, standing by for the T-0 mark.
Is an underwater study, almost like space study of different environments. Yes. A lot of people transition from studying living underwater to living in space. There's a lot of parallels there, yes. So thanks for the indulgence tonight. I like rocket launches. This is a big one. Falcon 9 is in startup. T-minus 50 seconds. Mark.
All right, the final minute before launch. Just 47 seconds to go. Everything is ready for an on-time launch today.
Go for launch.
Go for launch from, that's the mission controller at SpaceX.
Endurance copies. Go for launch.
Ground teams are ready, and Crew 3 is ready for liftoff.
T-minus 30.
For that instantaneous launch window.
There's the goosebumps for a rocket launch and the hair standing up my arm. Best part. You owe us. Well, the Lucy mission launch was ridiculously late. There was no way we're doing that. We were going to talk about Lucy at some point, though.
T-minus 15 seconds.
15.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff. God. Free.
There she goes. On the way to the International Space Station.
Laboratory in orbit. The International Space Station. Vehicle is pitching downrange.
So pitch down range. For those of you that don't know what that means, we haven't talked about this in a while. Rockets don't go straight up. They have to pitch down range to start accelerating faster than the Earth can pull back down gravitationally. Already going 540 kilometers per hour at an altitude of 3 kilometers at T plus 40 seconds. That's awesome to see those clouds light up. 1,000 miles per hour approaching. Don't forget there's an S1 SEP here and an attempted booster recovery for SpaceX. 1,000 kilometers per hour at 8 kilometers altitude at T plus 1 minute. Mach 1. Max Q, that is the maximum aerodynamic pressure on the rocket. Rockets typically throttle down to minimize that stress on the airframe during flight. So now they're throttling back up to their maximum velocity. If you watch a replay of this, you go back to that max Q, you can actually watch that velocity start to slow down in terms of how much it's increasing. The rate of increase slows. They hit max Q and then it picks back up.
Coming up shortly will be MVAC chill underway.
MVAC is the Merlin vacuum engine. That is the S2, the upper stage engine.
Chill underway.
That is getting it ready to fire once this thing separates.
Second stage engine turbo pumps ready for their ignition coming up.
Thank you, John Innisbrook. That's pretty much what I just said.
We've got the major events coming up here
40 kilometers in altitude at a speed of 4,000 kilometers per hour at T plus 2 minutes 7 seconds. That is the look back down profile. Obviously, you can see the 9 Raptor engines firing. Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Stage 1 throttle down.
You have to imagine, in that 1 minute, it went from 1,000 kilometers per hour to 4,000 kilometers per hour. So the rate of speed increase, that acceleration increase, becomes exponential to a point. Especially because they're going into out of atmosphere, so there's less resistance against the vector of acceleration. 80 kilometers high at 7,000 kilometers per hour at 2 minutes 43 seconds. Main engine cutoff. S1 separates and falls away. The Merlin vacuum engine's going to fire up. Watch that cone. It's about to get really red really quick. That's a good fire from the S2 main engine. That pretty much means a good orbital insertion. Means they're going to be stage correct. They're going to be able to reach a staging point to start making their periapsis changes to alter their orbit to get to ISS, assuming the engine doesn't have a problem once they're after shutdown. But they're in good shape.
That's right, and on your right, that second stage glowing.
So the S2, where it's carrying the crew, is on your right. The S1 is falling back down to Earth. That's on your left. There is a drone ship out there, I believe. I didn't do the research on this one, but there's either a drone ship or there might be landing back at Kennedy. But we're going to watch that left panel. That first stage is going to land, attempt to land back down and be reused. I believe SpaceX is on 10 reuses of their first stages at this point.
Acquisition of signal Bermuda.
Acquisition of signal Bermuda, that is the telemetry station and the Bermuda Triangle, basically down in Bermuda Islands. So the way this all works is there are stations all along the Earth that relay information for spaceflight back to mission control. And it's not just like one communications link that's constant, obviously, because the Earth is curved. So they have to have a series of relay stations. They use Navy ships for it as well.
Coasting to apogee, beginning a slow 180-degree pitch. So that when the vehicle
apogee
comes back through the atmosphere, the engines are pointed down towards
is that point of the ellipse.
When we do the relight,
the highest point of the ellipse of the orbit. So they're approaching that apogee. They're burning right now to extend that apogee and perigee. Apogee and perigee are terms relative to Earth, but the real terms are apoapsis and periapsis.
For another brief period.
So we're going to make sure that we're going to watch the S1 recovery because it's always really cool to watch. When they do the SECO cutoff, the second engine cutoff, we'll probably go back to Darkest Dungeon.
Dragon, SpaceX, trajectory nominal.
That's what you want to hear.
And a good call out from the ground team.
Still accelerating.
I always love to hear.
You can see the altitude is now not changing much because they've paralleled out. Oh, basically, they've paralleled the Earth at this point. They're still increasing a little bit, but they're no longer in that perpendicular trajectory. That's why they took off and then they started to curve and parallel the Earth. So that's why that altitude's not increasing as dramatically as it was. But they're still increasing speed because the that ellipse that represents that orbit is increasing in its diameter as the velocity continues to increase. I just need this on a poster in my office to give me the will to live. 11,000 kilometers per hour. 5 minutes 40 seconds at 200 kilometers altitude. T plus 544.
Right now, on the second stage,
Seco and landing are usually around the same time for a Falcon 9.
Stage to really accelerate. The crew right now, it looks like they're pulling about.
Nominal.
Looks like we're pulling about 1.5 Gs.
1.5 Gs in vacuum.
Yeah, right on cue. Those check-ins on the second stage.
That's not a lot considering how fast they're going.
Good on that second stage. The next milestone on the second stage will be Seco. And we're getting our views now from inside of Endurance.
Looks like a smooth ride, man.
On their way to the International Space Station.
You can feel that push, I guarantee you. I mean, it's in this case, it's like a jet engine. You can definitely feel that push kind of in your back. But 1.5 Gs is not a whole lot. Very, very comfy ride.
1 minute away from entry burn of the first stage.
So that's the entry burn for S1, the first stage which separated coming back down to Earth. The first burn is to slow it down. And when they go to those views, hopefully there's enough light that you can actually see the grid fins, which are these fins that stick out from the side, that actually help adjust its trajectory. You'll also see the RCS, the reaction control system, on that S1 firing small puffs. That'll be residual monopropellant that's being fired off to help it adjust its attitude as it comes down.
Another good check-in with the crew.
This is their fifth attempt at this rocket flight, huh?
So far on both ends.
Their fifth attempt in terms of their fifth attempt to have a scheduled time. This is the first time the crew got in, BP. They've had 4 prior scheduled times, but those all slipped due to various reasons. Downrange clearance with weather, recovery zone for abort pathing clearance is a thing. Way out in the North Atlantic, there has to be calm seas in case they have to abort so they can recover them safely. There was the crew health issue. Crew 2 undocked, slipped a few days. There's a lot of factors that caused this to slip.
Stage 1 entry burn is installed.
So there's the S1 burn on your left-hand side. You can see that it's a single engine fire. Actually, I think it's 3 engines that fire. Yes, 3 engines that fire for this burn. And you can see those grid fins that are kind of sticking off to the upper left. Those are what help control the attitude once it's back within enough atmosphere without having to burn the whole time. So this will be the burn that slows it down on your left, and there'll be an additional landing burn once it gets close enough to the ground.
As we approach the drone ship.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
Oh, you mean the run? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not in joke mode when we do BOSA stuff. I never am. No, 1.5 G is not a lot. I mean, take your weight times 1.5 times that. That's how heavy you'd feel. So it's definitely more. It's you can feel it, but it's not like pulling a hard turn in atmosphere in like an F-18 where you're pulling like 6 Gs and the blood stops actually flowing into your legs. That's why flight suits actually try to compress the body to push blood into the core so that you can actually survive that.
Copy, Shannon.
There's that call for Shannon.
Stage 1 is transonic.
So stage 1 transonic means it's transitioning from supersonic.
Decelerating as we prepare for entry burn. But our attention is right now looking at stage 2 as we
Seco, that is your upper stage engine cutoff. That's a good cutoff. They wouldn't be clapping without it. There is your second burn for landing on your S1 on the left-hand side. They'll likely go to a full screen there.
Nominal orbit insertion.
Nominal orbit insertion for Dragon for Crew 3, so that's solid. That means they're in orbit.
Our Crew 3 astronauts have been delivered into orbit.
Here's your. It is on.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy.
Probably, of course, I still love you. Here it comes down to land on the drone ship.
Dragon SpaceX launch escape system.
Always lose it. That clapping means it landed.
Stage 1 landing is confirmed.
That's a land confirmed for S1. It never holds up out there.
And we've heard the call out. Stage 1 landing.
Hopefully they can get us back the video feed of the S1 upright on the drone ship. So what?
Great call outs. That next
yeah, they did a great job on this
spacecraft
launch. There wasn't a whole lot of dumb stuff here.
into flight.
So I'm going to lower the volume on this. So they're in orbit. So now that they're in orbit, what that means is that it's a stable orbit. There's a stable circle or ellipse around the Earth. What they'll do now is they'll begin a series of burns to adjust that ellipse so that it becomes an intersection. The curvature of those orbits will begin to overlap with the projected path of the ISS. And then once they start elevating the Crew 3 to be on those paths and on the intercept course to ISS, they'll actually get it there and slow it down, match velocities effectively, and then they'll start making a series of small delta burns to bring it into the proper alignment to get it to its docking port. And you're talking about the velocities there being like 22,000 kilometers per hour, but the delta between the two objects in space is only like 3 or 4, kilometers per hour. Rocket, sleep well. Glad you got to hang out for a launch. We're going to go ahead and bring this down. I will post some, if you guys are interested, I always usually post post-launch pictures from the on-the-ground cameramen. There's a lot of guys out there that make a living off of taking these long exposure launch flight photos. They're really great. I know Fish loves them. So we'll certainly post some of those in Discord. But we'll get back to some Darkest Dungeon. We'll finish out the night here. Yes way. We'll finish out the run. Yeah, so there's video coming back to them of the first stage on the drone ship. But unfortunately, we didn't get that video.
That's right, John. Separation coming just 10 seconds from now. Standing by for that call.
So this is the separation burn from the separation from the S2. So this is the actual crew craft, the Crew Dragon craft on its own, without that second stage. That's what they're getting ready to separate. And it'll just be that basically that service module that lives below Crew Dragon and the Dragon capsule getting to ISS. NASA TV is going to have the docking procedure.
And again, we are standing by.
But they're about to hand it back to the crew in California, who's more PR. The duration of the trip to ISS. So it depends. It depends on how fast NASA wants to get them there, basically. You can get to the ISS in as quick as about 8 hours. And it just comes down to being on the right intercept vector at the right speed, and then making a series of what I would call more aggressive orbital adjustment burns to get it onto, it's called a home and transfer. The way in which they change that orbital trajectory of the craft is aligning with the ISS. They can be really aggressive with that, but this one is not on that, so you'll likely see docking sometime around 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So you're talking about it launched at roughly 9 p.m., so that's 12 plus 3 plus 4, so that's 15 plus 4 is 19 hours total to get them there and get them docked in. But if you're interested, tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, just go find NASA TV right on YouTube and watch this thing dock. Docking for Crew Dragon is pretty reliable. It's automated. The last Soyuz that had to dock to the ISS actually required manual docking, which is not what you want. Usually you want that fly-by-wire and the computer guidance to just take care of things. But, yeah. So, in this case, it's about 19 hours to get docked. And then the egress procedure will actually take a couple more hours. So, they have to get what's called a soft seal, and then they have to get what's called a hard seal, and actually tighten down latches, and they have to kind of auto-screw into the International Space Station. And then they have to flood the skirt that's between the two spacecraft, because they are two spacecraft, and make sure the pressurization between those two spacecraft is equalized. Then before they open up the hatch, right? Because if there was a variation in pressure, either the ISS blows its excess pressure into the Dragon capsule, or the Dragon capsule blows its excess pressure into ISS, and then that can cause problems. You can also see what they call the zero-G indicator, that little stuffed turtle floating around in the background there. But hopefully that answers the question and more. We'll get the Crew 3 patch and the Expedition 66 patch up on the wall, because we did watch this together. And at any point, if you guys want to watch spacewalks and stuff like that, I tend to watch that stuff. We can certainly do that. By the way, the Chinese space station, for those of you that aren't aware, it exists. And they did already their first all-woman spacewalk to get some of the initial configuration on the robotic arm of that space station running this week. There is the best-looking man in television right there. All right, so they're already into their stuff. So we're going to go ahead and kick ourselves back to Darkest Dungeon. And hopefully you enjoyed watching a rocket go into space. Let's see who we picked up at the tavern, yeah? And thanks for, like I said, indulging me, because I like the spaceflight stuff. The next time that I know that it's not like a Darkest Dungeon or a History Night, we have an actual space event that we can do, I do want to get the whole mission control thing back out. But just, there hasn't been great times with that. The Lucy mission, by the way, is looking at a series of asteroids out by Jupiter. It fired off on an Atlas IV, 2 weeks ago. It's going to be a while till it gets there, but we can talk about that Lucy mission too, because it's pretty cool. Apparently you missed Death and Destruction. It goes, yep. But back to Darkest Dungeon. Apparently I missed Death and Destruction. So we picked up Barristan. So Perm is Barristan. Now the rocket was perfect. Are we going to watch the James Webb Telescope launch? That is on an Ariane 5 down in French Guiana, and let's actually look at that real quick. When is that launch? Next space launch. Next space flight rocket launch schedule. All launches. So the James Webb is scheduled. I know it's coming up. Let's see if we can just type Webb in here. James Webb Space Telescope. Yeah, Manny, we'll watch that for sure. It's 12:10 UTC, which means it'll be in the morning. That is Saturday, December 18th. I will be on vacation, so yeah, we'll watch the James Webb the James Webb launch. It's a NASA item, NASA instrument that's being serviced by Ariane 5. But yeah, so if not sooner, we will watch that one. We might double up streams that day with history, but whatever. James Webb's a big deal. It is the new telescope that's actually going to be put out on the other side of the moon. It's been in development so long, it was mentioned in a West Wing episode. That's how old it is. Oh, I don't want to be there. I want to be back in the game so I can actually rename this to Permanoob. So we're going to continue with a threesome here, yeah? Giggity. Do we have any trinkets to give Mr. Permanoob? Yep. You only pick up one per inn. Please send feedback. Please send feedback to Red Hook about that. Yes, it's very broken. Combat items. Not a whole lot great here. Let's see if we can make it through another area with just 3 people. Occultophobia. Terrified of hidden cults. That's great, considering there's cultists. Mastery tokens.
Learn what can
Alrighty,
be taught,
let's get Bolster up,
that
because,
you may
yeah,
stand
we need another
just a
thing for
little
stress healing.
taller at the end.
We have 5 mastery tokens left. Let's go and get that dart up. Let's get that up. Let's get the heal up. Let's get the crush up. And I think a play grenade. Yeah. Alright, the provisioner.
And what you can.
Remember to clonk that follow button.
No longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
I don't think it's worth the extra 5%. 0. 0 healing items. Yay. No laudanum either. What's the stress situation like with these guys? Not bad. We can help fix some of that.
Each covets what the other has, and plots to take it.
Okay, we can't use that. Typos of the enemy. Okay, let's go ahead and heal here.
Thank you for
Sigh,
wasting your
17
money.
months, tier 3. Thank you very much, my friend. Welcome in. We are somehow limping through this run still. We got through the boss fight with 2 people, picked up Permanoob at the end. Yep, not gonna let me do it. Okay. Let's see.
Everywhere in ruin.
Avoid the hospital.
Everywhere in need.
Minus 10% death door resistance is not what we're looking for in a party of 3. Just saying that out loud. Arky, sleep well. Here's to an honorable death indeed. Plus 200% chance for field hospitals. That's probably the one we want. 250 hope reward, not really. Clear out the lair. Probably not doing that. Just want to make it through and get to the 4th person. Wouldn't it be a fucking thing if we somehow get through this with 3, pick up the 4th at the next end? That'd be some shit. But let's see how far down this run we can get. We're going to go to the Tangle.
Trenches and
the
tents.
Wainwright. Nothing we're going to do
front
there.
lines of a war that was never fought.
That would be great, but we don't have enough stuff for it. In items. I think we just roll the dice here. I believe! More hospitals that won't have any of the shit we need to get healed! Alright. So we got about a half hour left. Let's see how far we can get, if they can survive this, and then we'll pick up this, this doomed run, if it's still alive, on probably Friday. The 3. Continue.
Assassin.
Manny back on the roster.
Booty. Rewards only. Resignation.
Torch at 95. Oh, so we're going to take straight to that assistance encounter. Straight to that freaking hospital. And then we're likely going to branch to that watchtower. Ugh. I might... no, it's 2 fights that way, 1 fight that way. So, yeah, that's the way we're going to go. So, straight ahead. We got a little bit of luck off this first path here. Three on the loading. What do you guys fucking want? Why every time I get going does you guys... That's nice.
Procrastination of the inevitable.
Hey, look, no one's mad at Perm. They're mad at each other, but hey, look at that. Arky's neutral with Perm. I'm not doubting Fix's skill. Just getting ready. Yeah, I'm doubting my skill. I don't have a pure hitter. I have a dot, I have a defender, and I have a healer that has to sit 3. Thank you very much for talking out loud, Fix. You fix things. I've made a full leg run on 3 characters before, one time. What you want?
Let us hope their desperation can be eased.
-6 for 30 torch, a bunch of stuff. Ooh, we're not taking -25 torch. Fuck that.
The Wainwright awaits.
3 healing salves! Oh my god! What? They stole it! It's these people! They're stealing the shit from the hospital! Yup. Yup. To the hospital. Fucking looters, I swear to God. That's all those people were looters. Looting hospitals, man.
My lord?
I don't care if she's crying. Maybe she shouldn't have stole shit, and then she wouldn't be crying, feeling bad for herself.
She weeps for the fallen, and knows she will
I can't
join
help her
them
conscience,
soon
Max.
enough.
Nope. It's like this store is fixed, and they're not going to give us anything different. At this point, whatever on the laudanum, I don't care. Let's save some money. Let's just save some money. I do think we need to get these burned and bleeding lights, though. I ain't saying I'm a saint, but at least we're killing things. I'm gonna sit at the side of the road saying, please help us, even though we just stole from the hospital. Okay. So either one of these roads is bad. I don't want the lair. We're gonna hit that tower. That'll help us out a ton here. So we're gonna go to the right path here. It'll be a road fight. The Tombstone Red. It's better than BP says wasn't first. Died second, or what the hell he said.
Chaos must be met with unwavering resolve.
Why is Grave Robber up front? Packs of loot are often low on supplies. Packs of loot are often low on supplies, yeah. Murder him. Herm in the game with a kill.
The slow suffering
Yay!
begins.
Hey, crit. Drop the hammer, Perm. They were fine there. Hit him. She is on 5 total, sitting 7.
Begins.
Yeah, here comes the horror, though. Can't do anything about it. I missed Chip. I'm glad Chip's here. And she's the new tempting goblin. Five at 1 now. Going to death's door. Fix that bleed next turn. The man-at-arms can still suffer through it. Let's go back to Plague Grenade. We'll fix that with an item. Oh, yeah. That was nice. Just die. I think we can survive it.
Empowered, emboldened.
Finish the game, Perm.
All problems have their solutions, even the big ones.
Got our Caltrops back. Why is Arky up front? Let's fix that. Yep, we're over. That's fine. We're gonna put some more of this shit on people now. Let's just give you that, and let's go ahead and take that off and give you the laudanum we picked up. No, we didn't pick up laudanum because we said we didn't fucking need it because we're dumb. Let's throw those there. Perm comes out swinging. He did. He did. We're on our way to a battle. Well, maybe it's a battle we can skip because we're on an 81 torch. We'll see how bad it is. Maybe they're like, maybe everyone's like, nah, fam, let's not do that one. 3 loathing though.
Slow, vacant, and resigned. The lost battalion shambles on.
Here comes the drummer. Fight, fight. We're not running. Everyone says the same fucking thing. No drummer, 2 crossbowmen, no.
Excellent work.
There we go. Marked for death's not good. Yeah, that's why that's not good. Look at Man-at-Arms. Look at Perm putting himself on a line for people. And it's not like real life.
Weaken them, that another may finish the work.
That's what I'm saying. That's what Perm says too. Weaken them so someone else can finish it. 4 over 4 at 4. 5 over at least 1. Be really great at the Plague Dog. Yeah, ow indeed.
A little help impeccably timed.
Herm just standing in front of Arky. Didn't see that even death door check you, but that's okay. Guess that dot doesn't do that. Second time tonight. 5 over 1 at 4. That should lead to a death door check. Hey, look, they're fixing their relationship. Yay! It did check. Thank you. I just missed it then. Yeah, Perm. Look at Perm making friends. Brand new in a party, making friends. Keep going after the guy with a ton of health, please. Okay, now we probably need to heal him, but...
A little help impeccably timed.
Ow. Amazing the Man-at-Arm gives you options, man. Just totally different with the Man-at-Arms in the party. See that base attack? It was mastered, but the base attack with Man-at-Arms hits 9, and he has all that versatility. But that's the Hellion needs something. He can't be, oh, you can get bleed bonuses if you use this extra thing as long as you're winded or whatever the fuck it was, because that's just too stupid. Ow. I won't heal that. Kai, what's up? Still at it every Wednesday, sometimes Friday. Yes, sir. Welcome in. Harm, finish the game. Or get close to finishing the game. We went into the last in with 2, now on 3, trying to complete a leg to get back to 4 in the party. Because chat said let's try it with 2, and we're still alive. Doing pretty good. It's been a busy week for sure. But I'm doing pretty good. Trinkets. Not using that. We have crap food. Yep, get rid of that. Alright, we are on our way to the watchtower, and that was our road fight, wasn't it? No, that was the encounter. So we're on a good road. 73 on the torch. Chat makes good choices. Say thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. I mean, quite frankly, they didn't have any business surviving. Chat made good choice for chat. It's not the choice I'd have made for sure.
The fog is parted.
Minimum, it resulted in us unlocking another grave robber skill, so not one that we're likely to use, but still there. Okay. 2 hero shrines. That may change what we do here. Okay, so we're going to take to that battle because it's a good road versus guaranteed battle. We could take battle on the road, hospital, or battle, hospital. It's a battle either way, either on this bad leg or at this encounter, though we have a chance to avoid the fight entirely here. And stuff. Don't forget stuff, Fletch. Yeah. Double hospitals, and I'm thinking about it. Torch. The one road that's not open to us is this double leg. That's 2 fights as compared to 1 fight, 1 fight. Let's see what they want to do at the junction.
The destination.
They're probably going to say hospital.
Question. Only the
Herm wants to go to the hospital. That'll be a de-stress for him. It's probably not. Yeah. Now that you said something, Diggity, it's probably not a shambler. You're right. Fuck it. It's 1 fight either way. The road fight's supposed to be easier, though that is not proven to be true.
They stand guard even now, deathless and dreaming.
It's really not what we wanted.
Excellent work.
Front you guys bled.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Right back to the same strat we were on last time. What row? 4/2 at 5.
An unavoidable end.
I think we have to defend our key with perm again, just because they're hammering there. We'll heal. Fletch, the only person who comes back with tributes from that. 1 down. No one marked for death by the Arbalist either. We're okay. Let's start breaking down these guard tokens. Hey. Fletch a turncoat. You said she sold all of you out for money. Like you all wouldn't do the exact same thing. That needs a heal badly. Okay, yep. Let's heal ourselves here. I'd rather use the battlefield medicine. I would never! I'll hold out for pie. Me, pecan pie. Pecan pie or key lime pie. One of those two. Y'all been talking about key lime pie here and there in everyone's chats lately, and I'm like, that's really good. I'm too lazy to drive to the store just for key lime pie, though.
The small
That'll do.
Can make all the difference.
That's not gonna hit front row, so let's see if we can do this. That's door, not on a dot, though. Okay. I'd like you to heal yourself again, though, here. Take away all that we just healed there. Ah, man. Well, Thanksgiving's rolling up, but my mom knows me well enough to know that at Thanksgiving dinner, I don't put a pumpkin pie on the table, put a pecan pie on the table. She knows that, so in like a couple weeks, I'm getting a pecan pie. And then she also knows that at the end of the dinner, that whatever's left of the pecan pie, she just puts that in a Tupperware container and sends me home with it. And that's what I have for like 2 meals. I'm a 12-year-old. Die. Nope. 16 crit doesn't kill you. Yeah.
No way.
Yes way. Kill him. Thank you. 33% death blow resist. That's why they're resisting so hard. No bleed. We have one more hit to go here. I doubt this gets it done. We'll survive it, though. That's the mercy of the road encounter, is if you're in a bad way, you don't have to stick with it. It'll end. Oh, great. We got sepsis on the last hit. Manny, you have sepsis now. You're welcome. All right, so hey, hospital coming up. $10 says they don't have any healing salve. Because of those people back there on the road, those looters, they stole it.
Ignoring her own.
Your mom made me lemon meringue pie and 2. Berlin. I mean, I can get you an email. I can get you a mailing address, man. If you feel like your health is at risk, like there's a murder attempt going on, you need to take the weapons out of the house. I can give you that outlet. I'm willing to take that hit for you, Berlin. At least it's not gangrene. If not, for sure that. No, not your mom. Just the pies. Nicely done, though. And guess what? It's the exact same store that's been the store that we've been in 12 times tonight. Are you just driving ahead of us and setting up the same shop with a different sign to confuse us? Because we're on to you, lady with one eye and the same bandage. Shit. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We don't need it. We don't need it. Have you bought the entire stock of anything? Maybe it's for play. That's the game they want you to play, Diggity. That's how to get you in the door. Herm says, this was all a mistake. He's been on the road with these guys for like 20 minutes. And he just fucked up his relationship with Manny.
Those without the stomach for this place must
we'll
move
be here
on.
for at least another 10 minutes. If we don't see you, probably land you surf
She
stream.
understands the futility of her work, but undertakes it nonetheless.
How'd you get here so fast? It's like a franchise. The Field Hospital franchise. They all look the same. Got the same shit. I'll take it, though. It's a safe place on the road, man. Hero Shrine, Hero Shrine. That is an academic study. Okay, either one of these paths has a bad road in it. So it's either here or here, then good road. Good road again. I think we're going to take the right path to the Hero Shrine here. To this one. Bet you the Hoarder's got some fucking healing salve, though, because he's the Hoarder. We ain't driving down your... Get your road paved, buddy, and maybe we'll come visit you.
When deliberation is exhausted, trust your instincts.
They like that one. We made the right choice. She teleports. She's a witch. May we burn her?
The lost souls walls of a dying world, empty of hope.
He needs your no!
Humanity.
That's what taxes are for. This is not the Department of Public Works here. They got shit. They got places in government for that stuff. Of course, there's a fucking book guy here. And he's stealth, so we can't hit him. Fuck it. Why would that actually hurt you? Remember to clonk that follow button. Oh, hemorrhagic fever. Yay. Everyone's getting diseases. We have to move forward. Okay, he's stealthed. So let's hit him here. It still gets him. He resisted it. Yay. Everyone has Ebola. Feels like it. If she weighs the same as a duck, then she's made of wood. And therefore a witch! This new science amazes me, Sir Bedivere. Brave Sir Permy ran away, bravely ran away. Owie! Alright, look, book guy. Enough shit out of you. Okay, 2 things have to happen here now. 3 things have to happen here now. That has to happen.
A little help impeccably timed.
And then that has to happen. And then that has to happen. Yeah, me too. Everyone's been quoting it a little bit more lately. I forget why which came into the encounter. I know that I've been saying Brave Sir Permy ran away a few times in Minecraft when I've been dogging him with those with all the donations and stuff to spawn creepers. But it's been in my head to watch that movie much more recently. He's got huge tracts of land. My favorite part of that movie, though, and this is dumb. So there's a story behind me and Monty Python and the Holy Grail. The first time I saw it, it was on VHS for those kids who used to tape before there was digital stuff. But when I was given the tape to watch, someone had not been kind and rewind, so I started watching at the moment that Lancelot's running up to Swamp Castle. It's like that, and he's way off in the distance, and you just see the guys at the gate going. They go. And I thought that was the beginning of the movie, right? So, and then all of a sudden, it's just like my introduction to Monty Python and the Holy Grail was. And then he's just like there, and aha, and kills somebody. It's like, what the fuck is going on? That was my introduction to it. That is my favorite part of that movie. Bring out your dead. I'm not dead yet. Oh, you'll be stone dead in a moment. He says he's not dead. There are those who call me Tim.
In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
Tim the Enchanter. This movie's so fucking ridiculous in like 80 levels. Turi! That's so applicable for you, isn't it? Over encumbered. Yay. Do that. I bet you do, man. Likely not gonna use that. We've been sitting on stacks of those, not using them, so we're good now. What do you want? Wasting disease. Minus 100% passive healing rate. That's really bad. Maybe we should heal that at one of these hospitals we're at. Sepsis. Round star, don't care about that. That's bad. You can keep sepsis, man. I don't care about that. We gotta get rid of that. Minus 20% max HP is bad on the Man-at-Arms. We have to fix that. I think every high school kind of group has that thing. It was one of the things in my high school group was watching that. Well, all the Monty Python movies, but I really loved Life of Brian and Meaning of Life. Was a huge British humor fan. The same uncle who was like, here's Rand McNally's Encyclopedia of World Aircraft at 6 years old. Hey, figure out how these things work, kid. I was like, great. Can I read that book on Soviet era tanks too, Uncle Steve? It's like, yeah, here you go. That was me at 6. That same uncle, introduced me to British humor. So it was Monty Python, and then PBS had Allo Allo, which is about the French resistance in Nazi Germany. It's a comedy. It's pretty funny. Or Nazi occupied France. It's pretty funny. Do you ever catch that show? But yeah, so I kind of got introduced to it before high school by a long shot. I was watching like Monty Python when I was 7. Probably explains a lot. Played Dr. Man-at-Arms, or we just did Arky. We just did the Grave Robber. I think we probably go Man-at-Arms here. What about Bob? I hate that movie. Perm. That's where I was heading.
Chapter 3.
One eye open. I get that joke.
One eye open. Every night, the men of his regiment would interrupt his fitful convalescence. Mutilated and maimed, the spectral garrison clawed at his bed covers, whispering hateful truths in his ears. The exhausted attendants in the field hospital would wake to the sound of panicked screaming and inglorious sobs. It was not the war that had taken his eye.
I'm not singing a bad Metallica song.
It was pride.
What do we get? Retribution with this riposte. Fuck yeah, that's going on. And it's a taunt for the riposte. That's better. That's awesome. There we go. Yes, sir. There we go. Let's just go ahead here and get that one turned on. Hold the line, goes bye-bye. Retribution comes up. Yep, that's the one we've been looking for. To the hospital. We will likely call it at the hospital and see if we can get this disease fixed. And we'll pick it up. See if we can get this trio to the inn without losing somebody. Hey, let's drive around that. Why the fuck not? Stop. You guys realize we're down a man here, right? Stop fucking with each other. This is not troll each other into carriage time. Perm is beefy.
Joints ache and muscles burn.
We're gonna cure that.
The body requires attention.
Why did it also low? Oh, because you weren't at max HP, so now your pool's gone up. I understand now. Got any healing salve? Fuck no. Why would you have healing salve? See, this is where you should be able to go to the inn items and go, let me drop some food on Perm, right? That makes sense. You're at a pit stop. You know, you're at the state line or whatever. You're at the welcome center. You should be able to drop some freaking food on somebody. But we got rid of wasting sickness. That's where we're going to leave it, though, chat. We're going to call the stream there. No heals for me. We're going to call the stream there tonight with my intention of I still have about half an episode of history to write tomorrow. Again, if you however you do it, keep me in your thoughts tomorrow if you would with the interview for the manager job. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Just want to get through it and kind of be on my way with the process. But yeah, the intention would be to come back on Friday night. No Gillies this week, so probably at a more normal time, either 6 or 7. And then Saturday, I will be doing heavy metal history to get us into the insurrection of May-June 1793. And we'll go from there. So thanks for hanging out tonight. Let's go ahead and get out of here and save. Thank you. Like I said, I think I've been kind of prepped to move into position for a couple months. But it's just, I'm in that nerves section now where it's like, just don't do anything to screw up. It feels like it's kind of just, you just have to knock the dominoes down at this point. But I just don't want to mess up. I don't want to say something stupid or do something stupid that kind of makes them go, wait a minute. So I've been trying to do everything the past couple weeks through the lens of how would the manager handle this to get to this interview tomorrow so that they can just complete the process. So yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight. We will be back on Friday night with some more Darkest Dungeon, I hope. Assuming I can get the writing finished on Heavy Metal History before then. Otherwise, I'll use Friday night for that instead of what I did last week. Did you guys hear the turkey? Because he just gobbled. But let's go. I think we're probably going to end up raiding Sturf here, yeah? Let's go see who is streaming on Twitch. It is, yeah, there's still people still covering. Yeah, it'll be Sturf. Let's go say hi to Sturfers. So, we'll see you Friday night and Saturday night. Until then, as always, thanks for your resubs. We'll have the figures on that probably in a week for the donation to DAV for October-November cycle. And that'll be obviously beefed a little bit because Berlin bought himself an emote, and I appreciate that as well. But yeah, so stay tuned for launch picks in Discord. I'll probably grab those off Twitter in a little while. Have a great night, everybody. We'll get you over to Sturf, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And until I talk to you again, be safe, have fun, and thanks for being here. Deuces.
Be excellent to each other.